What's up, YouTube? I haven't done this in a while, but as you can see, we're out here doing a drop fade. I'm gonna start with my trimmer and I'm gonna contour it to my client's head shape. That way the fade isn't just straight across, like from the side to the back. It kind of comes into like a S form. And you can see how I drop it with the clipper as well, following the trimmer guideline. Okay, now I'm using the 1.5 guard right under my open lever. And I like to set it up my fade this way, that way I could blend out the middle line first before doing the bottom line. You can see right here I got the 1 guard right in the middle of the 1.5 and the open lever. It's simple, it's less steps, and it still comes out really clean. And then once you've done the 1 guard to your liking, you could put on the 0 guard or the half guard and blend out that line completely. Now that we have the middle line established, let's focus on the bottom line. I start with the trimmer first, and then after I'm done with my trimmer, I'll use my clipper closed and slowly open it. I think I went 25% after the clipper closed, and then from 25%, I'll do halfway. Right there is halfway. And then to finalize, I'll usually open the clipper all the way, which I just did right there. Look out right here. Before using any other guards, I went with my clipper comb and I decided to use clipper comb. That way I could get a nice little foundation on the bulk to the sides. And right here to blend it all in, since the last guard I used was the 1.5 on top, my biggest guard. I'm gonna blend that out starting with the 1.5.
What's she trying to do?
And to get the fade fully butter and line out any lines, I went with the 1 guard to detail any of the lines. You can see right there, the fade is now coming together really nicely. And I saw a little bit more bulk, so I decided just to go with my 1 guard clip over comb. You can do no guard or whatever you decide. All right, here's a cool technique. Just a lot of corners. Instead of going flat, kind of slant it all the way to the side and just use a lot of corners. Now that the fade's looking really nice, I'm gonna start the C-cup and establish that foundation. Once you got that, you hit the vertical bar after, at least for my liking, and you saw the fade's looking good. On the back, it's the same steps. I think the only thing I did different was open lever, and then I did 1 guard instead of 1.5 right away. And to blend that middle line, obviously we use the half guard and open lever just to touch up anything else. And that top line that is really bulky is going to be blended out with the open lever, clipper over comb. And I like to go upwards with it on this one because it kind of fades into the blend rather than making a super harsh guideline. And then since we use the 1 guard again as our biggest guard, you can kind of see the pattern. Now we go back with the 1 guard and blend anything out, flip over comb 1 guard, and just kind of detail that last portion. Okay, right here, now we're focusing on the hairline. For this type of haircut, since it's a fringe, I decided to use my clipper or my razor with the comb, and I feel like it thins it out just the right amount instead of like making a blunt cut with your scissors. And then right here, we're gonna do the lineup. I'm starting from the middle usually, and then I'll go from one side to the next. And a good detail with your lineup on these fringe type haircuts method is to use your scissor, and then after your scissor, if you see nothing is needing to get touched up, then that's fine. But in this case, I just wanted to go right back with it with the trimmer, that way we could have it clean. Same method, just clean it up with the scissor if anything's hanging over, and then anything under that line, use your trimmer and get it nice. just follow that same line that you created already with the trimmer, and then touch it up. It's just a lot of detail. The more detail you put into your haircut, the better, obviously. It's not a bad thing to put a lot of detail in. And right here, we're gonna start on the top of the hair with the scissors. I try to keep it simple with my steps. I'll just take one section, and then right in front of it, I'll do another guideline and keep going. This is the cut before enhancement. You see it's looking really clean. It's super sharp. The fade's looking really nice. And after this, I think I'm gonna start focusing on the enhancement now. So with your enhancement, it's pretty simple. You wanna put the card following the line that you already established. And I'd say spray it like 2 to 3 times. You don't wanna overspray it and make it look crazy. But watch right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we sprayed it a couple times. But it still looks clean though. It doesn't look oversprayed. You get what I'm saying? You know? Like you don't wanna overspray it. You just wanna make it look clean. And to add that extra pop right here, this is the white pencil. And this is what kind of conceals the darkness to the skin. And it just gives an overall blend look. It makes the fade pop. It makes everything look like that Instagram quality haircut that you're looking for. And the way you blend out the white pencil, I use my trimmer first. And you could either use a Q-tip or any type of cotton napkin or anything that has cotton on it. And pretty much what you do, you just wipe off the excess if there's too much whiteness and it's not blending well. That way you get a real natural look, but still clean and enhanced. Pretty much just following up already what you do, already what's established. Just pretty much clean it up. And then now you see it's kind of blended in more. And I'm cleaning up my client, making sure I could see anything that's left over. And now you see how the line is really nice and blended. Before I'm finished with my client, I'm gonna hit him with the razor, and that's gonna make the haircut pop even more. And this fully blends out that white line, and it gives it a really nice clean look. The C cup established on the vertical bar, I kind of like to just drag it. Sometimes I'll like hit it, like I'll do it a couple times, but in this case I just wanted to do it one slight drag. That way I made sure the line was staying where like I wanted it to be. And on this side I saw that there was a little bit of overhang, so I went downwards instead of upwards. Crispy, looking clean. Same thing on the vertical, and then on the top line, just make sure you're stretching the skin because it's sensitive more here, I feel. Yes, sir. The client's feeling it. This is the after. A real quick shot with enhancement. You can see now how it's popping. The haircut's looking a little bit cleaner now. You see before enhancement it looked clean, but now it's just that extra pop that everyone's looking for now, the modern look. And before I let go of my client, I think we consulted that he wanted to get his eyebrows touched up real quick. And then for the eyebrows, just keep it natural. You don't want to do too much. Just whatever his natural shape already is, it's pretty simple. You follow that shape. Any hairs that are a little bit lighter than the main dark shape, that's what you follow. And anything that's kind of poking out, you could use your scissor. You don't want to cut it too thin, obviously, but like I said, just follow that shape and your client will be happy. And this is the end of the cut, guys. You can see it's looking really nice. I'm just cleaning up anything that's left over. And you got a nice, flawless fade. Crispy line. just using a simple method of the open lever to the 1.5 and blending it right in with the 1 and the 0. It's a simple method, and then after, obviously I put in a lot of work with the lineup, but your client will appreciate that, and that's what they come in for. A really nice clean look like this. This is how you do that. I hope you guys learned something and enjoyed the video. Yes sir. This is Johnny Padilla, and I'm out.